Okay, great. So what we're going to talk about is how to sell a deal. Because I was going through this with one of my team guys today. He's found a landlord, he's found an investor. Investor has viewed the property, they're interested, they want to take it. So let's talk about the basics characters in the game. So we got character 1, C1, LL equals landlords. Character 2, IMV equals investors. And character 3, you are the ace, you are the saucer, aka broker, aka middleman. So essentially, you get paid to connect landlord to the investor. Now, who pays you? The investor pays you. Key. So let's have over here a little key. Investor pays you. How much does the investor pay? Investor pays up to about 3,000. You know, they'll pay you 3,000 for the property opportunity. Depends on the specific, the sizes, the area, location. But 3 grand is market price. Can be lower, can be higher. Depends on the area, depends on the deal. This is average. Investor pay you 3K. Okay. LL equals landlord. IMV equal investor. And ace, you are the man in the middle. Now, like I said, the investors are the buyers. So usually, steps. You want to have buyers before you have stock, ideally. Like, you don't want to go out to the market, assuming you're a cinema, grab 100 pieces of salted popcorn, go back to the market and realize everybody hates salted popcorn and really they wouldn't have mind sweet and ideally they would have taken toffee. You don't want to do that. So how do you avoid doing that? You go and find and qualify a bunch of investors. Find and qualify investors. And what do I mean by find and qualify? So find is you find them, people like me who take on and pay for property, people who are aware and know that this is the market price and are happy to pay you 3K, maybe they make you an offer, but you find them and you make sure you qualify them. So how do you find them? Quickly. Networking events. You know, the people who usually go to property networking events are usually property investors. Now this is offline. Online is what's an online networking group, a social media app. Social media app that these people are usually on, Facebook. And why Facebook? Because Facebook has a group section, so people are usually in property groups, rent to rent, service accommodation, support living, social housing, Air BNB, all these buzzwords. You can search them on Facebook groups and find people in those groups. So you find them. How do you qualify them? Ask them questions about what they do. How many properties you got? How long have you been doing this? All things a landlord will ask anytime, you know, they want to do the property. So you want to have the information, and then what do they do? And then most importantly, are they ready to move? And pay source and fees. That's a quick qualification rundown. So once you've done that, so you found a qualified investor, so that's stage 1. Now you want to skip to stage 2, finding the deal, aka finding our next player. So I'm going to come over here. Stage 2. Deal finding. Now, how do you find deals? There's loads of ways to find deals. You can go to same thing, networking, which is, you know, longer term strategy. But you've got, you know, other people is really the best way to find deals. So let's go with the most popular one, which is agents. You can find a property through a property agent. Technically, I'm a property agent. I don't view myself as one, I view myself as a company. But, you know, technically I'm a property agent. So you can find deals through someone like me, pay their fee, or their fee gets paid by the landlord or vendor. Same thing. And then best sites to find these people is Rightmove, On the Market, OTM, On the Market, and the other one is Zoopla. Those are the top ones. Now you can actually find these deals, aka landlord relationship building, because remember, when this game to build relationships, properties are people, business, never forget. So deal finding, but really landlord relationship building. You can find direct to landlord, and that is either you find out where they're already registered their interest, or you get them to come to you, which is the last one. For landlords, so this is going to be Gumtree, my favorite of the options, and Open Rent. And then the third duckling is Spare Room. But Spare Room is, I don't use Spare Room because it's self-titled. Find a Spare Room, so it's usually for HMOs. Sometimes you find landlords putting their properties on there, and that's enough said. Then so this is going out to find it. You can do attraction by, doing your own forms of advertising, online, social media, leaflets, radios, TVs, newspaper. You can get people to contact you in a variety. Obviously, most things are done online now. Take that with a grain of salt. So once you've done that, you've got your investors who are qualified. Usually you want to start with 3 to 5. Good, that know you, like you, and trust you. KOT, know you, like you, and trust you. 3 to 5 KOTs. Then you want to go out and find a deal. Now let's say you find a deal. Gumtree, landlord, he understands the triple S for investors. Triple S, I'm going to put that here. Social, supported, and service accommodation. And if you don't know the triple S, I'll do it backwards. Service accommodation is an Air BNB, a holiday home. Supported is like a care home. Supported living is supported living, assisted living, care homes. Social is anything that is short-term accommodation that essentially helps the well-being of others. So, they've been displaced, domestic abuse, fires, all of this, helping the vulnerable for accommodation. That doesn't need medical care. So it's sort of like supported living, just without medical care, sort of, kind of. So they understand that, basically they understand you're going to give it to a company, the company's going to do business, they're happy with it, they understand the concept. Now, things that you need to do. So you should be calling speed to lead is what I call it. ASAP, get in contact with your client, your person you build a relationship, because speed is everything. That's your first moment of interaction. So speed, get to it straight away. Then you want to be qualifying as well, getting information. What is the details about the property, aka the deal? Because your investors are going to want to know. I'll tell you exactly what you want to get. You want to get the location, ideally the full postcode, especially if you're going to go see it, address. So location is key. Ready date is key. When is the property going to be ready? People might list up properties or might contact you with properties that are not going to be ready for another 2 months. People do that. When ready. Another one, price, very big one, or the asking price. And then photos and videos / floor plan and measurements. Nowadays, people keep asking for floor plan and measurements. So FP / measurements. So you get all those details. After you get all the information, either you're going to get this on your first initial phone call, or you're going to get this at your appointment. You book an appointment, aka an inspection, where you confirm that the property is as it looks like and is safe. And there's a few things you need to check at inspection. For example, that there's valid gas certificate, safety electric certificate, and energy performance certificate. 3 types of certificates, don't forget. Make sure the property is all good. And then you want to confirm all of these things. Confirm all the information lines up, confirm the deal price, and confirm that they're happy and ready to work with a company. So you do that, then once you've done that, you now present the opportunity to your investor. So look, I've got this property in postcode. The asking price is XYZ. Here are the photos. Short description, info. Short description of the property. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You get all of the information, you provide it to your investor. You have to ask a few questions. Okay, when is it ready? What's the price? They're now interested. So you gauge their interest, confirm interest. Let's come to the bottom left. I don't want to wrap it, it's so nice. Confirm interest. Then after they confirm interest, what you're gonna do, you're gonna set an appointment. So a viewing. Now your investor goes to the viewing, ideally you go as well, because there's no point of being an invisible middleman, but ideally you go if you can't, it's not the end of the world. Investor meets landlord or landlord contact. You, if you're there, or you ideally say, all negotiation be done through you. You strike the deal figure. This is the key thing to know, deal figure and terms, because each property is gonna have its own thing. We need a 7 to 14 day rent free. We need a discount because of the works, or you need to do the work. Terms, figure and terms. You get those agreed, and then you send. In fact, I did a video on it, so I'm gonna attach the exact video that I sent to the community, because that's my one-to-one community, so that was great. I'm gonna attach that exact video and take this course. So that is the process of how to find a deal, and then in terms of getting paid, that's a separate video, but I should attach it to the end. If not, you can find it in the school community, school.com/ace.